I have analyzed your logs several times, and I'm certain that the Alpha Pariah has the unique ability to completely destroy daemons instead of simple banishment. Still, we have no idea how that works.
True. The data we have on her abilities is scarce, and her previous encounter with a greater demon on the Martyr could be an anomaly.
That is why I want her to join me on the chaos-infested world during my mission. Her powers could purge the infestation.
You are experimenting with a live subject, Inquisitor. An idea worthy of a tech priest.
A perplexing reaction. I was an adept of the cult Mechanicus. Their methods are also applicable to Ordo investigations.
I will prepare the Alpha subject and have the teleportarium ready when you call for her.
The time has come for you to join me on a priority mission. It is time to test your abilities and determination.
Before I say anything, what am I supposed to do?
We will enter a hive in the thralls of a chaos infestation. I want you to employ your powers to put an end to that foul contamination.
No! Absolutely not! I lived through that nightmare countless times. Walls thick with muck, the shambling shadows on the corridors, the growling of those creatures. No!
Your fear of chaos is understandable, but you are far from defenseless, and this was not a request, by the way.
Are you willing to kill me if I disobey? Or am I too valuable for that?
Your powers could save our blessed Imperium from the forces of darkness, and it shall be so.
Really? You know what is more terrifying than chaos? That I lose control over my powers.
If you disobey, I will turn you over to the Margos biologists and her servo-chirurgeons. You will not die. You only wish you had.
I don't... Yes, I understand. I will go with you.
You are approaching the site where the plague originated. Beware. The sensors are indicating increasing warp activity in the area.
I interpret this as a confirmation. My priority target must have learned of my arrival. In any case, it is the perfect opportunity to test the Alpha Pariah's unique abilities.
I don't even know what I should do.
Just do whatever you have already done several times when you tried to protect yourself. Regarding your uncertainties, I wonder why Uther Tiberius didn't train you properly.
Uther was a genius, but also a terrible mentor.
If it helps, I'm inclined to avoid his mistakes.
It helps a little, yes.
An alarm signal. Really? You are too late. Next time I should act faster. Much faster.
Inquisitor. It was a bold choice to bring me here. Has it occurred to you that maybe you are the one who should be afraid of me?
Are you threatening me?
I'm just pointing out the fact that I have no control over my abilities. That's all.
It is time. Unleash your powers on the Horde.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
This is your primary function. Should you fail to comply, you will probably die.
It is too much. I don't know if I can control it. Yes, I can do this. Perish!
Initial test phase completed. Subject's potential is remarkable, but control remains unstable. Tech Priest, I need her back on the ship now.
Experiencing recurring calibration problems. Warp anomalies combined with the subject's distortion field are hindering return teleportation.
This location is extremely unsafe for her.
Correct. Sensors indicate large hostile forces inbound.
I'm ordering the assistance of the Astarte Sergeant. You can revert the teleporterium sequence, I presume.
It was wise of you to call for me, Inquisitor. No one will withstand my righteous fury.
Try to keep your head clear, Thorn, and focus on the protection of the Alpha Pariah. Her survival is paramount.
Rest assured, not a single abomination will live long enough to get to her.
Tech Priest, why haven't you evacuated the Alpha Pariah yet?
Calibrating teleporterium sequences. Chance of failure calculated unacceptable. Suggestion: nullify the source of Empyrean fluctuations.
That was hardly a revelation. Find a solution. Your termination is mandatory.
Tell me, Inquisitor, is this young woman really worth all this trouble? Not that I need any excuse to kill the filth. Just wondering.
She is an Imperial citizen, Thorn, and a very important one to that.
She is also a pariah. And I just can't help feeling instant, deep revulsion when I'm around her. Not to mention her unnatural powers.
She can destroy Daemons, Thorn. The galaxy is burning, and those powers are the most valuable assets we have ever had against the ruinous powers.
chances of successful teleportation are currently at 95%.
Run me the worst-case scenario for the Astartes and the Alpha Pariah.
Their physical bodies will disintegrate. Regarding the spiritual component, you can access reference material flagged as unconfirmed.
I find the chances suboptimal, but acceptable.
Do you see how fragile your master's so-called Imperium is? How imperfect you all are? This insight is a gift from our benefactor.
Who would that be? Another pitiful traitor yearning for vengeance on his former kind?
Alas, I cannot share his name with you, but rest assured, his genius will turn the Karagari sector into the most beautiful garden of Nurgle.
Not on my watch. I will burn out this rot with the sacred fire of the Emperor.
Such fervor! A true pity that I must kill you so abruptly. Why not? Your flesh will spawn wonderful gifts for the Grandfather.
This is most disturbing. The entire epidemic was a ploy to lure Inquisitors here. Activation Psalms initialized. Defense mechanism activated. By the Emperor, the primogenitor.
Ah, Inquisitor. I've been expecting you. I am truly disappointed, though, that you came alone.
I know. I've been well aware of your plan for a while now.
I've been hunting your kind for a long time. But I never dared to hope that the Dark Gods would send me the one who has the Alpha Pariah. Tell me, where is she now?
I will obviously not divulge any information to you, traitor.
The Anathema Ultima, the Alpha subject. Call her whatever you want, but she is mine! I have been trying to reclaim my precious experiment since that perfidious Tiberius cheated her out of my hands!
You might begin to see a pattern here.
Oh no, I will take you alive, Inquisitor. We will experiment, you and I, to see where the threshold of suffering lies for you. Then you will be ready to denounce your master and beg for my forgiveness. I find your dedication to a decaying emperor most commendable. However,
Fabius Bile! Your existence is a curse upon this world. Judgment will finally find you.
Another Inquisitor? This plan seems to be working splendidly, if I do say so myself.
For your innumerable crimes, your sentence is death. Delivered here and now.
You are wasting the dwindling resources of your pathetic Imperium. I am one of many. Even if you succeeded, you would accomplish nothing. But you won't.
Lies upon lies. The judgment of the Emperor is upon you, heretic.
Inquisitor, next time I expect you to bring what belongs to me. Until then...
You set me up, Inquisitor. What's worse, you have risked an extremely important Imperial asset. I should bring this to the Conclave.
Spare me the indignation. My order knew that Fabius Bile is here in the Caligari sector, and we have been hunting for that traitor for a very long time.
And from your perspective, the demise of Bile is the ultimate priority.
Obviously. Appreciate the irony, Inquisitor. Bile set a trap for us that we used to entrap Bile.
I disagree with your priorities, but I must approve the logic behind your reasoning, even if Bile has escaped this time.
Inquisitor, we have a breach on the lower levels. The Dark Elder have returned.
Those marauders desperately want the Alpha Pariah.
Since their last attempt, the Tech Priest has stationed a host of combat servitors on the decks. The Automata will slow them down, but only temporarily.
I'm on my way. I will take Thorn with me.
I'm beginning to appreciate the persistence of these Dark Elder. They give me ample opportunity to strike fear into their rotten hearts.
The Drukhari breached Section Theta 7, so they will have to cut through here on their way to the vaults.
Well, they can try. There is a maintenance hole ahead. We could take up defensive positions there.
We are in position. As an Astartes, you might be able to offer some useful tactical insight into the situation.
We really shouldn't overcomplicate these matters. I will heap the corpses high as a tribute to the Emperor.
Looks like your wish will be granted. We should expect several waves of hostiles. Activation sounds initialized. Another tech memento has been lost.
Share of foul Xenos, but I haven't encountered such twisted creatures before.
Those were the Homunculi. I've never had the chance to study these abominations, as they seldom leave their dark city. They are insane flesh sculptors and depraved torturers, beasts most foul.
They're here! Kill every last one of the filthy vermin that breaks through the doors!
Was an almost admirable display of cruelty and destruction for an inferior creature. I wish I had time to shape you into a more suitable form.
You still need to prove yourself to your master.
Krasashtak is the most dreadful marauder in these systems, but he is not my master. He is a generous patron, though.
We are done with the rebel. But where is the leader? I want to tear that cowardly worm apart.
The dreadful marauder didn't want to get his hands dirty.
Ah, what else would you expect from a Drukhari?
Inquisitor, bioscans are complete. The remaining Xenos invaders have been located.
Very well. They deserve a proper lesson for their arrogance.
sacred duty is to eradicate these Drukhari torturers from this sector.
Your sacred duty is to obey my commands, but I appreciate your passion.
Should have avoided this ship. Now, they will learn their lesson. Look at these sadistic wretches. They are a blight upon this galaxy. A diminishing blight.
Again when I killed your precious torturers.
You weren't that precious. A small price to
Prepare for your judgment. Tell me, was it worth it?
Your small-mindedness is astonishing, wretched creature.
How did they know about the Alpha Pariah?
It is indeed a most pressing question. We cannot leave her unguarded. The Drukhari have proven that they are the masters of the ambush, and they can strike with their cloaked vessels from the webway. From now on, you are on constant guard duty, Sergeant.
Understood, Inquisitor. Although I still believe you could benefit more from my presence on the field of battle.
As per your request, I have executed thorough analytical sermons, focusing on the Alpha subject's mental stability.
Give me a brief update.
The Alpha subject seems to bear the traces of deep mental conditioning, most probably conducted during her early sessions with Uther Tiberius.
Does that affect her abilities?
Probably not. Her will is adamant, but it might result in erratic behavior, which is quite a risk with her capabilities.
Inquisitor, there is an astropathic message for you from an agent of the Ordo Xenos. The embedded emotional markings indicate that it is urgent.
Inquisitor. I am Inquisitor Theodon Mercer of the Ordo Xenos, currently stationed on Heliodor 4, vigorously protecting the Inquisitorial archives, with special regard to the sensitive material stored in the vaults. I will cut to the chase. I urgently need your help. You are probably wondering why I have contacted you, and rightly so. The facility where I'm holed up is under the attack by the Tuatha Aldari. If I am not mistaken, you have already made their acquaintance. They are looking for classified Ordos material on... how shall I put it? On the unique presence you have on your ship. I hope I have your interest now. Help me out and I can promise you the answers you seek. I also have Amasek and cigars. The Emperor protects.
How can this Inquisitor know about the Alpha Pariah?
I have no idea. He left me no choice, though. I must find this Mercer and talk to him. Captain, this world is fighting off an Eldar invasion. The epicenter of this incursion is the Holy Archives of the Inquisition. Inquisitor Mercer, as the appointed guardian, must be there.
Something is causing severe interference in the target zone. We are trying, but the Arthurs are not functioning.
Distorting the communication is a logical step. The Eldari must be behind the interference. The mindless brutality will be punished.
Reconnaissance forces located. Potentially useful assets, but their current situation is terminal. Immediate action required. Reconnaissance force relieved. Send basic, follow and protect order to the survivors.
At your command. Take it like a man, guardsman! For the Emperor! For the Emperor! Move! Move! For the Emperor! Ready to fight! For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Activation sounds initialized.
Take it like a man, guardsman!
This memory crystal might be of use later. A regrettable loss.
For the Emperor! Ready to fight! Now you'll pay, scum! For the Emperor!
Another
Now
technological
you'll pay,
marvel.
scum!
Electro anomalies are emanating from an unidentified piece of Xenos technology, located in the wave circuit.
That must be the source of the interference.
Onwards! Don't linger, guardsman!
Inquisitor, how nice of you to join me in this scuffle.
You have a knack for sending intriguing emergency messages. Why did the Eldar attack an inquisitorial archive?
The Eldari seem to be displaying great interest in certain documents.
The Eldar brought an entire army just for some records.
Well, you can't really blame them for a few theatrics. Feel free to blame them for anything else, though.
Or are they trying to find some highly classified material?
Look, you have my full cooperation, but how about helping me out first? I've never been one for grand heroics, but soon I'll be out of options.
I have your location now. On my way. Once
That's your command.
overload.
For the Emperor! Charge! I said charge!
Initiating energy canticles.
For the Emperor!
Tell me, how does an Ordo Xenos agent end up guarding the archives on a backwater world?
I'm supervising the rituals of preservation for classified data.
So, you have been reprimanded. Why?
If I recall Lord Maldor's exact words, for being a reckless idiot who needs to learn the merits of patience. Alas, the rest is classified.
Inquisitors cannot be ordered around like servitors.
Trust me, if your only alternative is excommunication, you'll become quite cooperative.
Defense mechanism activated.
Die, maggots, die!
Drukhari are using their webway gate to move in their forces.
My professional advice would be to blow it to cinders, but it's your call, obviously.
Your advice is redundant. The logical solution is clearly the destruction of the gate here.
My apologies, Inquisitor. Sarcasm is my curse and blessing.
For the Emperor!
Webway gate has been destroyed.
How marvelous. No reinforcements for a while, then.
Die, maggots, die! For the Emperor! At your command! Take it like a man, Cosmo.
I have located and secured the entrance to the archives.
Feel free to visit me in my humble abode, then.
I will join you shortly, Inquisitor Mercer.
By all means. I don't want to force your hand, but my soldiers were overrun and the Eldari are closing in on the data vaults. I'll try my best to slow down this deranged Farseer, but some help would be appreciated.
Ready to fight!